What is up, everybody? I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. We are back today with another video, and we are following the whole Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule from here on out. So I'll have videos coming out Monday, the training camp recap videos most likely coming out on Wednesday, and then Madden videos coming out on Friday. So the new Madden video is something that you guys probably wouldn't expect. I recorded it earlier because I do start school in tomorrow, actually, because it's 1 a.m. right now. But I do start school on Tuesday. It is Sunday night, 1 a.m. So Monday, you know how that goes. So I decided I'd get these recordings pre-recorded so there would be no way physically possible, regardless of what kind of schoolwork popped up, that I will be able to get these videos out for you guys. So it's a bit interesting. By the way, I'm going to tell you guys my school schedule, even though I bet you don't care, but I got welding first period this year, bro. Welding. Do you know how cool that's gonna be? That could be something that works up to a future career. I don't know. Let me guys know if you have any thoughts on any type of stuff like that. But if you want to know my school schedule, I'll put it in the Discord or something, which the link will be in the description. But that's completely besides the point. I'm sorry for straying that far off topic, but I have a life, and it's kind of cool to get you guys in on it sometimes. But with all of that being said, let me stop talking your ear off. We are going to be discussing why the New Orleans Saints will have a top 10 overall defense in 2020. Now, I already did this for the offensive side of the ball, and that got responded to pretty well. It seemed like you guys liked that video and agreed with a lot of the points I have. So today we're going to be doing the same thing as I promised with the defensive side of the ball. It's a bit different of a conversation. It's something that actually can be debated. The New Orleans Saints offense is always phenomenal, always top 5, usually top 3, and sometimes even top 2. It's always one of the best offenses in the league, extremely explosive, and something that New Orleans Saints fans can look forward to watching explode every single year. So can we look forward to the same thing on defense? Well, last year, the New Orleans Saints were ranked 14th total in overall defense, second total in overall run defense, had the second best run defense in the league, only second to the Chicago Bears, which, I mean, that's an accomplishment. So we had the second best run defense and 14th total overall defense, which was ranked 7th best in the league after week 10. So the New Orleans Saints showed some extremely big bright spots last season, except for a few things that threw it off and made it to where it wouldn't be as good as it potentially could have been. Marcus Davenport was dealing with a bunch of foot injuries throughout the entire season, only got to play a couple of games, amassed 4 sacks over those games, but didn't really get to show his true potential. He was playing on something that was considered season-ending in his own words, so he shouldn't have been playing, was playing, and was producing a little bit. Marcus Davenport's extreme lackluster rookie season was only due to the fact that he couldn't be on the field at 100% value. That's a big deal. That is, no matter what anybody says, that's a big deal to have a pass rusher that the team thought they could give up 2 first-round picks and still get the best value out of him for. That's a really, really, really big deal. Having him back will help a lot. Another drawback the New Orleans Saints had was the injury to Patrick Robinson. He played up until week 3 and got hurt during the Atlanta Falcons game and was out for the rest of the season. No dice. He didn't get to play for us really at all. We drafted him back in 2010, hoping he'd give us something that we needed. We needed really bad. He went ahead and won a Super Bowl with Philadelphia. We got him back hoping we'd get what we got back in 2010. So having him back is going to help a ton. I think those were the 2 biggest reasons why the New Orleans Saints did not have a top 10 overall defense last year. With them coming back, that's going to be different. Let's get into more reasons. So the first generalized reason I would like to talk about is the improved defensive line. The defensive line is stacked. It really is. Cameron Jordan, Sheldon Rankins, Malcolm Brown or David Onyemata, Mario Edwards Jr., Marcus Davenport. You have rotational players at every position, good depth in every position on the defensive line, and of course, Sheldon Rankins is out. He did tear his Achilles during the Philadelphia Eagles playoff game, but he will be back at some point during this season. He will. And even when he's gone, we have Malcolm Brown to hold down his spot, hold down his trenches. Malcolm Brown is a guy that can get 3, 4, maybe 5 sacks a season. He is very, very, very good and will solidify that spot while Sheldon Rankins is gone. The defensive line has improved so much from past years The pass rush is going to be literally insane. That is one thing I think will catapult us over the top 10 hump, and I think will get us into the 7, 8, 9 defense ranking spots. It really is insane how good our defensive line is. Marcus Davenport, like I mentioned previously, is not going to be battling any type of injury. Look for him to get double-digit sacks possibly. He could erupt and get double-digit sacks. Sheldon Rankins, after coming back from injury, he may sustain 5 or 6 sacks depending on how many games he gets to play during the season, but will be an extremely dominant force. Malcolm Brown and Mario Edwards Jr. have both been playing terrific during training camp. They're going to hold down Sheldon's spot and could even offer a different look at the other defensive tackle side, the second defensive tackle side. Maybe David Onyemata gets benched. We don't know, but there are so many moving parts and extremely good possibilities on this defensive line that it's kind of better that we don't know. It's going to be extremely interesting to see how it plays out. The defensive line is going to be one of the best in the league, one of the best for applying pressure on quarterbacks, and I think one of the best the Saints have ever had. This defensive line is absolutely stacked. If you disagree, you need to open your eyes because this defensive line is going to win us a ton of ball games. The defensive line isn't the only thing that's extremely good this year, though. The secondary is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Our secondary is so good, it's not even funny. So when you look at it, Colin Cowherd loves to say we have weak corners. Our starting number 1 overall corner will be Marshawn Lattimore, no doubt. It will 100% be Marshawn Laddie. There's not even a single doubt in my mind. But the second corner will be Eli Apple. And let me tell you right now, Eli Apple came up big last year for the situation he was put in. It was ridiculous. He got traded, I think, week 4 for a 3rd round pick or 4th round pick, I believe. Came down to New Orleans and made an extremely big impact. Took Ken Crawley's spot, took PJ Williams' spot immediately at second corner, immediately filled their shoes, and was playing phenomenally, only knowing the playbook for a few weeks. Imagine him with an entire offseason. Imagine that. Imagine Eli Apple with an entire offseason as a New Orleans Saint. He's been eating snow cones with our players. I'm telling you, he is so much more comfortable in New Orleans than he was in New York. It's insane. Good workspace has just the same amount of effect as good work teammates. It does. It really does. Him being in this camp, him being able to look at the playbook and understand the playbook over an entire offseason, work with our defense during training, is going to elevate him to levels we have never seen before. Eli Apple will be a true lockdown number 2 corner next year. Yeah, I said it. Book it. Record it. Screen record this clip. Eli Apple will be locked down next year. We will be talking about Eli Apple. We will be praising Eli Apple. He is going to go berserk. He does not get enough praise for the situation he was put into last year. It's ridiculous. Our third corner is extremely good as well. PJ Williams or Patrick Robinson. Patrick Robinson was the second best ranked slot corner in the league, only behind Chris Harris Jr. the last time he was healthy. The question is, can he repeat that success? PJ Williams clamped up during the last half of last season, so if you can expect him to make a run at it. Ken Crawley may be in the mix. I think we should just get rid of him, though. He's depth only. PJ Williams, Patrick Robinson, that's their fight to have. That's their battle to bestow. I think that we may see Patrick Robinson take that spot, but PJ Williams could put up a run for his money. Either way, they're both extremely solid number 3 pieces that we will value and we need, and they will do their job more than any other player that you could ask for. Like, they will do the job. They will do the third corner job, and they'll do it fantastically. That secondary is something to look out for. We also drafted rookie Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and Saquon Hampton, who Saquon Hampton has had 2 interceptions in one, like earlier today, 1 drill, Drew Brees, 2 picks, 2 interceptions. Saquon Hampton has been going berserk. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson has been excelling a lot in pass rush, or not in pass rush, in pass coverage, my apologies. Marcus Williams and Von Bell got some competition. It's going to be extremely interesting. My point is, the pass rush, Marcus Davenport, Sheldon Rankins, Malcolm Brown, Mario Edwards Jr., Cameron Jordan, Demario Davis, who had 5 sacks as a linebacker last season. The pass rush is going to be insane. The coverage is going to be locked down. Marshawn Lattimore, Eli Apple, Patrick Robinson, P.J. Williams, Chancey Gardner-Johnson, Von Bell, Marcus Williams. You have so many players, so many solid pieces, so many insane players and packages and things you can throw at other teams. It's downright disrespectful. The New Orleans Saints will have a top 10 defense next season. Book it. I'm going for 7 or 8. Let me know down below who you think you think the Saints defense is going to rank. It's going to mean a lot for me to be able to read all of your guys' comments. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.